DIY Bathroom Vanity Project Plan. This cabinet project will teach you how to build a face frame cabinet with frame and panel doors and drawer. Materials list: 1 3/4 by 4 by 8 sheet paint grade maple ply, 1 1/4 by 4 by 8 sheet paint grade maple ply, 1 5/8 by 4 by 8 Baltic birch ply, 12 bf of 1 thick S4S, pre-milled, maple, or whatever hardwood you choose. Side note: this will most likely be 13/16 thickness when bought and plans have been made taking that into mind. 3 sets of 18 undermount drawer glides. 4 soft close inset door hinges. Tools needed: table saw, or track saw, miter saw, domino or dowling jig, drill and driver, pocket hole jig view, band saw, router table, orbital sander, paint sprayer, optional. Cut list: 2 of 51 by 2 by 1, 4 of 34 by 2 by 1, 2 of 47 by 2 by 1, 2 of 26 by 2 by 1, 2 of 11 by 2 by 1, 4 to 22 by 4 by 3/4, ply, nailer strips, 4 by 2 by 1, leg spacers, 1 3 by 2 by 1, interior upper doorstop. Tip from Stevie: you will cut the tapered legs during this step. Gather the 4 side pieces, 34 inches by 2 inches by 1 inch. To measure the taper, first measure and mark a line across the width at 4 inches from the bottom. Then at the end of the leg measure in 1 1/4 inch and make a mark. Connect the marks by drawing a diagonal line. Using the bandsaw, cut away the excess wood to create the taper. Clean up with orbital sander. Side panels: 4 styles, 30 by 2 by 1, maple, 4 rails, 16 3/16 by 2 by 1, maple, 2 panels, 16 1/16 by 26 3/4, 1/4 maple ply. Tip from Stevie: I use the rail and style calculation to get my rail dimensions. The length of your rails is equal to the width of your door minus the width of the 2 styles, plus the length of the 2 tenons. In this instance, 19 3/8 inches, 4 plus 13/16 equals 16 3/16 inches. Doors and drawer fronts: 4 of 25 3/4 by 2 by 1, 4 of 13 5/8 by 2 by 1, 2 of 13.5 by 22.5, 1/4 inch ply panels, 3 of 10 3/4 inches by 7 1/8 inches by 1 inch, drawer fronts. 1/4 ply door panels. Length: the length of your panel is the height of your door minus the width of both rails, plus 13/16 inch for top and bottom rail groove depths minus 1/16 inch for expansion. This example: 25 3/4, 4 inches plus 13/16 inch, 1/16 equals 22.5. Width: the width of your panel is the width of your door minus the width of both styles, plus 13/16 inch for left and right style groove depths, minus 1/8 for expansion. This example: 16 3/16, 4, plus 13/16 minus 1/8 equals 13.5, 13.5 by 22.5. Bottom panel and supports:
1 of 19 3/8 by 49 3/8 by 3/4, maple ply for bottom of vanity, 1 of 19 3/8 by 27.5 inches by 3/4, maple ply for interior divider, 2 of 2.5 by 49 3/8 by 3/4, maple ply for top vanity runners to hold counter, 4 of 4 by 22.5 by 3/4, maple ply for back nailers. Drawer parts: 6 of 10 5/8 by 6 by 5/8 of an inch, Baltic birch, 6 of 18 by 6 by 5/8 of an inch, Baltic birch, 3 of 10 by 17 3/8 by 1/4 of an inch, maple ply for bottom of drawer.
Assembly instructions: subscribe to our woodworking community by clicking the first link in the description below, and receive daily free woodworking plans. Subscribe to our woodworking community by clicking the first link in the description below, and receive daily free woodworking plans.